Culture Uncut. This is Culture Uncut. This is Culture Uncut. I am your host, Jason Spears, and Colt fans, we've got a lot to talk about.
It's third and goal. Richardson running left, blockers ahead. Richardson gets in! Touchdown! His second rushing touchdown of the day, and the Colts pull ahead.
And that audio brought to you by CBS. Anthony Richardson scoring his second touchdown to give the Colts the lead, and they would go on to win a really, really good football game, a close game. Colts came back. AR really stepped up. Final score from New Jersey, Colts 28, New York Jets 27. The Colts moved to 5-6. Still in the hunt. Jets fall to 3-8, likely out of the hunt. This is Culture Uncut. I'm your host, Jason Spears, and that is what I have wanted to see all year long from this offense. Was it pretty? No. But was it efficient down the stretch of the game? Absolutely. And was it a winning performance by our quarterback? Absolutely. And that's what we all wanted to see. What we saw today on that grass was progress. And that's what Colt fans have wanted to see from that young quarterback since he got here. And I thought today Steichen and Richardson really did a great job of marrying the process of the game, the play calling and everything together in a way that allowed them to come back in this football game and win it. They started fast, jumped out to a 13-0 lead, and then the Jets came back and went on I think a 24-3 run to go up 24-16. Then the Colts went down and took the ball and got a score on a 10-yard touchdown pass to Josh Downs. Defense back on the field. They drove, held them to a field goal, 27-22. AR gets the ball back under 3 minutes to go, takes the Colts basically 80 yards for the game-winning touchdown. Defense steps up at the end. Kwity Paye with a huge sack to seal the win. Man, I don't care who we played. It's not easy to win in this league. It's just not. On the road against a Hall of Fame quarterback, granted he's not the same guy he was, but the Colts found a way to come back and win this game, and this is going to be huge for the development of our quarterback, his confidence, and everything moving forward because, you know, for a very long period in this game, things were not going our way. Our offense was struggling. We could not run the ball with Taylor. And, you know, we were getting dominated up front. Let's be honest. Our young offensive line, the three rookies, were really struggling to block the Jets' front, and that is a very good front, and they played outstanding today. And when the Colts were unable to really get anything going on the ground, I think Taylor ran the ball, let's see, I think it was 24 for 57 or something like that. So, I mean, they did a really good job on Jonathan Taylor. There was nothing there for him to run, nowhere to run. But the beauty of this game was the way Steichen called it. In the end, I've always said it's about time of possession, running the ball, keeping the defense off the field, running more than you throw. They had 32 dropbacks in this game, 35 runs, and that, to me, is huge going forward. That's what we need to do. And the time of possession, Colts finally won that 34-26. The Colts did have a couple of fumbles, which AR has got to work on. That's a big, big cause of concern. Another 2 fumbles in this game, 1 recovered by the Jets. The Colts have got to get that down. They've got to get the snap down and make sure that they're not putting the ball on the ground and putting it in harm's way, because that will kill teams. They overcame it today, but you can't overcome it forever. And so, really, really good win. Could have easily went in the tank when it was 24-16 and they were struggling, but they didn't. They came back. They fought. That's a credit to the quarterback, to the offense, to the team, to the coach. Really had the guys fighting and hanging in there. And the defense, although I did not think they played very well today overall, when they had to get a stop, they got the Jets off the field. with the field goal, and they gave the offense a chance to go down there and win it at the end, and then sealed the game with the sack by Kwity Paye at the end of the second half to basically end the football game and give the Colts a win. It's been a while, man. 3 straight losses, a lot of turmoil, a lot of dysfunction. But I'm so excited for what happened today and the future of this quarterback. I thought he was outstanding. He didn't have any interceptions, threw 1 touchdown, and had 2 really physical touchdown runs. And I just thought he did what he had to do, and I thought he outplayed Aaron Rodgers. I really did. I thought he was on point with some of his throws. I think it's one of his best games that he's played, and he led a fourth quarter comeback win against defense that was really, I mean, that's a stout front. It is a very stout front, and they did an outstanding job locking that down on the last 2 possessions and giving Anthony time to throw the ball. Guys got open, made plays in the second half. A few drops in the first half, but in the second half, they really did their job. The receivers really stepped up and did an outstanding job helping their young quarterback. And really, I thought the O-line, while they struggled in the running game, I thought they were solid in the passing game, especially late when they had to throw, and they did a good job protecting AR5 and allowing him time to look down the field and find Alec Pierce and find Josh Downs and Mike Pittman. And I just, man, we needed this so bad, and it's such a feel-good win because after everything that's gone on, our young quarterback came out ready to play, and I thought he just balled. I mean, it was one of those things where everything perfect? No. Were there mistakes? Yes. But in the in the NFL, you got to find a way to overcome that adversity and find a way to win, and they did that today. And on the road in a hostile environment, that's never easy to do, especially when you fall down by 8 points late in the game, and it's tough sledding. It is very tough sledding. So I thought Quinnen Williams was really good for them. Their front is outstanding. I thought our young O lineman really struggled there. In the run game, we just could not get anything going. But the idea is what I liked. You marry the team's progress and also its process to the running game, then allow him to throw off of that. And it's what I've been preaching and what I thought would give him his best chance to succeed. And today, despite not being able to really get a consistent, efficient running game going, I thought, 1, it kept the defense off the field, but 2, it also made them respect the run and allowed him to have chances to make plays down the field. And in the end, to me, that was the difference in the game. Just going through it, we jumped out early to a 13-0 lead. The defense was balling. AR had that really physical touchdown run. Then the Jets went on a 24-3 scoring spree. It started in the late second and into the beginning of the fourth that gave them a 24-16 lead. And it was really on the Colts. They had to go down the field. They had to score. And AR was really on point on that drive. Went down the field, hit Downs on an end route, and got in the end zone. And we made it a 24-22 game. Didn't love the 2-point conversion plays today. But, overall, I thought Steichen called a really solid game and really put the Colts in best position to succeed and put his young quarterback in the best position to succeed. AR finished 20 of 30, 272, 1 touchdown, no INTs. He ran the ball 10 times for 32 yards. Not sexy, but he had 2 touchdowns. So overall, man, that's about 305 total yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have the 1 fumble. Downs was outstanding again, man. Such a good young player. Maybe our best receiver. 5 catches, 84 yards. Catches everything that's thrown to him. Touchdown, a huge touchdown to get us back in the game. And, I thought our receivers really in the second half did an outstanding job making sure they got the ball and secured it for their quarterback. Pitt, all those guys. And Pierce had some big plays. A.D. Mitchell with a big play. So, just a really, really solid victory. Defensively, I thought the 2 guys that really stood out to me, Kwity Paye with a really, really nice game. 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and then Latu, the rookie, with a big sack and 2 tackles for loss. and 3 quarterback hits. I thought our defensive line played well. Struggled a little bit on the checkdowns and gave up that one big run play. Wasn't a great Colts performance by the defense, but they did enough. They didn't force any turnovers or anything like that, but they did just enough to keep the Jets out of the end zone and allowed us to come back in the very end to get a win. And again, I don't care how it gets done as long as it gets done. I wanted to see progress from everybody. I wanted to see progress from our head coach. I wanted to see progress from AR5. I wanted to see our receivers help them. I wanted to see us game plan to the strengths of this team, and all of those things are checks. We did all those things. We didn't force any turnovers on defense, which you usually need to do, especially when you have a turnover on offense. But it didn't matter. The Colts found a way to come out with a win, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really excited. I'm so happy for that young man. He's been through the ringer this year, and I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of the way he played. It's only one game, but Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to start somewhere, and this is a really good starting point going forward for the rest of the year. I thought he played really efficient football. And kept the ball out of harm's way for the most part, and that's big for him. And I'm just so proud of the way he played and happy for him because he deserves it. He caught a lot of flack from a lot of people, especially the people that don't know what's going on inside that building, national media people and all these other people that were questioning this man's character. It was never a question of his character. It was a question of him developing into a professional quarterback, meaning the learning habits, the study habits, the things you have to do off the field. And he clearly was prepared this week and did a really, really good job. And I'm just so happy for him. I'm happy for the team to get that win. Losing 3 games can really put you in a bad spot in this league. We lost 2 to start the year, and then we had another 3-game losing streak that ended today. But to get that win today going into a home game versus Detroit, which I'm sure is going to be very, very difficult to win, but I would much rather be playing that game at home. I think the crowd is going to be behind AR and really pumped up for this game because it's almost like a David versus Goliath game because the Lions are so damn good on both sides of the ball, and they destroyed Jacksonville today. I think that's probably the end of Doug Peterson. When you go out and lose 52-6, it's probably a wrap. So I think that regime's probably in some trouble, Balky and Peterson. But that's not our problem. So for me, this game came down to our young quarterback being able to make plays when the game was on the line, and let a fourth quarter comeback down 8 points to win it. And that's a special thing to be able to do. And I thought all his throws late in the game were on point, and I'm so happy. Yes, it was just the Jets, and yes, the Jets are not a good team, but they played hard. The Jets played hard. They fought, and the Colts, were down. They were in a hole in that game, and they found a way to come back and win. And you can never apologize for winning games in the NFL. It's very difficult to do. The difference between teams is not that wide, and I thought the Jets looked at this game as, okay, this is a game we can get back in the wild card hunt. And I thought the Colts stepped up big time, now have wins over the Jets. I'm trying to think who they're going to be competing with for the wild card positions. Dolphins, Jets, but those teams are kind of falling out of it. Big win over the Steelers. They just got to keep playing well. To me, the season's going to come down to the Denver game. Obviously you can't take any game for granted, but I think the game in Denver is that's for the playoffs essentially. That's a playoff game. So the Colts just need to get healthy, keep doing what they're doing, work hard. It's good to see all your hard work be rewarded with a win, and I think that'll help the guys going forward, going into this game next week, and then on to New England after that, and then the bye, and then hopefully get some guys back, and then finish with those last 4 games at Denver, Jacksonville, at New York, Giants, and then home or actually it's Tennessee, and then Giants on the road, and then home for Jacksonville to finish the year. So really, really good win. I don't know about any injuries. I thought I saw Kenny get nicked up a little bit, and I'm not sure if there's anybody else, but hopefully we come out of this game without any injuries or serious injuries. I thought the offensive line was okay. I thought they kind of got dominated in a bit of for a bit of the game. They couldn't hold up, and Jets were getting to AR. They had a couple sacks, hit him a couple times. We couldn't run the ball. I thought the Jets front was really, really physical. But at the end of the game, I do think the O-line figured something out and was able to protect our quarterback well enough for us to go down and get those last 2 touchdowns. And I think there's something to be said for that when you're not playing your best, but when the game's on the line, you turn it up to another level. I think there's something to be said for those young guys that went out there and did that job today. Like I said, it was tough sledding. There wasn't a lot of room to run. JT had a rough game. AR didn't really have a great game running the ball either. But at the end of the day, it was about making big plays when the game's on the line, and he did that. All those guys did that, and it was just such a win. The whole fan base, all Colt Nation needed that win. It could have been the Jets. It doesn't matter. We just needed to find a way to win that game, and they did it. And now, we go into a game that no one's going to expect us to win, playing with house money. So we'll see what happens. But credit to Shane. I thought he did a really good job, like I said, marrying what these guys do best to the offense and to the quarterback and allowing those guys to succeed, putting them in the best position to succeed by running the ball. No, they weren't efficient doing it, but I thought that was the right move to kind of put your head down and say, okay, we're gonna run the ball and we're gonna throw off the run, and they did that and they were able to do it. And hopefully going forward, that's the standard and what they're going to try to do. And also hopefully going forward, we can get some guys back on the O-line. Hopefully Ryman is not out for an extended period of time because he's very good in the run game and helps a lot. So a big time win today, man. This is big for AR's growth and development. He's a special player. He just needs to keep playing, build that confidence, and they have to keep calling the games to his strengths. If they do that, I think this team can be successful. And Matt Gay, shout out to him. I've been hard on him. He had a huge field goal in this game that in the end was kind of the difference in the game. Because if we don't get that 56-yard field goal, we don't win. So it was a team win today, man. Everybody, every faction of this team had a hand in winning this football game, whether that be the special teams with Matt Gay and Rigo, or the offense with AR and Downs, or the defense with Quiddy and Latu. Just a team win. Had to have it to stay in this race. Got it. And now we move forward and have some confidence and proof of concept that this style of play can work and will work if you're patient with it. Shane stayed patient, and it all worked out, man. Big win for the Colts. And so, yeah. And so basically, for me, the game ball today goes to AR5, man. Coming back after the 2-week absence, throwing for 272, no picks, a touchdown to Downs, 2 touchdowns rushing. He was really good today. Like, that was above average quarterback play from him. And going forward, that's what we got to see. And there's nobody else that deserves a game ball more than him. And I truly hope he got one after the game, because he deserves it with all the shit that he's been through. So, man, I'm pumped. I'm so happy. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Next week we get Detroit at home, 1 p.m. game. And then we go to New England for another 1 p.m. game after that. So, it never ends, man. You got 17 or 18 weeks in this league, and until you're mathematically eliminated, you go play as hard as you can and try to win. And that's what the Colts did today. Hopefully we'll see even an even better effort, because they're going to need it against Detroit, who's one of the best teams in the league, and definitely, for me, the best team in the NFC. So it's going to be a tough road ahead, but hey, man, let's enjoy this. Colts fans deserve this. It's been a rough month. And I'm just so happy for everybody, the quarterback, the coach, the organization, but most of all, I'm happy for the fans, because it's been rough and we've been put through the ringer with all the nonsense that's gone on. So just really excited, guys. If you couldn't tell, I'm kind of babbling, but we needed to win this game, and I wanted to see AR, step up, and he did. And I can't say enough about it. I'm just really excited. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Final score from the Meadowlands in New Jersey, or MetLife Field in New Jersey: the Colts 28, the Jets 27. This has been Culture Uncut with your host, Jason Spears. I will be back with a Q&A later in the week. So everybody, have a wonderful night and a good start to your week, and I'll talk to you soon.